Okay, again, good afternoon, class. Let's start na with our discussion for today. So last time, I have discussed to you yung ating naming ng ating mga hydrocarbons. Tama? That is our last discussion, ano? Ayun. So ngayon, ang i-discuss naman natin is the combustion na ng ating mga hydrocarbon fuels na yan. So we are going to construct yung ating combustion equation at aalamin natin yung ating mga air fuel ratio and other essential required kumbaga sa ating combustion of hydrocarbon fuels. So start tayo with the combustion of fuel. So again, ulit-ulit na naman tayo with our definition ng combustion of fuel. So ating the combustion is again the chemical reaction in which certain elements of fuel combine with oxygen causing an increase in temperature of the gases. So yung mostly yung mga combustion process nga natin depends on air and not in pure oxygen. Kasi yung atin namang oxygen, it can be seen sa ating mga sa air natin syempre. So air contains many constituents, particularly yung ating oxygen gas, we have the nitrogen, argon, and other vapor. Other vapors are inert gases. So let's have this volumetric air proportion. So this is the volumetric air proportion natin. So this is based on the volume ng ating air. So we have different components or constituents ng ating air, but the majority is the nitrogen and oxygen. So the nitrogen, the composition percentage of our nitrogen, that is 78% ng ating volume of air. And then yung oxygen natin, that is 21%, while the other trace gases such as argon, helium, and so on, other trace gases natin na makikita in air, that is only 1%. So yung ating nitrogen and other trace gases natin such as argon nga, they does not enter into chemical reaction. So kapag pinasok natin siya in our engine, 'di ba, kukuha tayo ng air. Pag pumasok siya sa ating engine, it does not enter into chemical reaction sa ating fuel. So they live at the same temperature as the other product. Therefore, since hindi naman nagre-react itong ating nitrogen and other trace gases, ang magiging assumption natin or ang gagawin nating assumption for our calculation is that the volumetric air proportion is 21% oxygen and 79% nitrogen. Kasi almost negligible na naman yung ating 1% na other trace gases. So, i-combine na lang natin siya with our nitrogen. Therefore, ang gagamitin natin na volumetric air proportion is that ang air natin is 21% oxygen and 79% nitrogen. So for 100 moles of air, 21 moles is oxygen and 79 moles is nitrogen. And for each mole of oxygen, we need 3.76 mole of nitrogen. So for every 1 mole ng oxygen, magkikita tayo ng 3.76 mole of nitrogen. So paano siya kinuha? Siyempre, we have 79% or 79% of nitrogen over yung ating percentage composition ng ating oxygen. That's why we get yung ating 3.76. Okay, so if you have volumetric or by volume natin, air proportion by volume, we have the gravimetric air composition or this is by weight natin. So similarly, the gravimetric composition is 76.8% nitrogen. So pag naman sinabi nating by weight yung ating nitrogen is 76.8% and yung ating oxygen is 23.2, which gives 3.31 parts by weight ng N2 is necessary for every part of oxygen by weight. So, naka-given naman to sa ating lecture notes. So, this is the principal constituent of our air. Kapag yung ating by volume or the constituent of air by volume, again, our nitrogen is 79% and our oxygen is 21% with a total of 100%. Kapag ka naman by weight natin, we have the nitrogen of 76.8 and then yung oxygen natin is 23.2 with a total also of 100%. Okay? So, okay naman tayo with the constituent ng air natin. You should know that lagi. You should memorize lagi yung ating constituent ng air by volume and by weight. Kasi that will be crucial in our future calculations. Okay, are we clear with this? Kung bakit naging, yun ha, in-explain ko din sa inyo bakit naging 79 yung ating by volume kahit 78 lang naman yung ating nitrogen. Okay, so now let's have our combustion equation. So the amount of oxygen necessary and the resultant product of combustion may be calculated by the use of our chemical equation called the combustion equation. So this is just an example ng ating combustion equation. So for example, we are burning carbon. So kapag carbon natin, this is fuel plus our oxidizer. So again, ang oxidizer natin is our oxygen. So we have our carbon plus our oxidizer na oxygen, and our product of combustion will be our carbon dioxide. So meron tayong tinatawag na complete combustion at saka incomplete combustion. So ano ba yung kaibahan ng ating complete combustion at saka incomplete combustion? So again, combustion is a chemical process that involves rapid reaction between the substance with an oxidant. Again, that is the oxygen in air. So to produce heat and light. So the primary difference natin between the complete and incomplete combustion lies in the amount of oxygen available to the fuel. So pag sinabi natin complete combustion, we have enough oxygen available during our combustion process. So tulad nito, our product kasi, when we are oxidizing carbon, our product of combustion is carbon dioxide. So if you have a complete combustion, we are going to use oxygen gas as oxidizer ng carbon, and that will lead to our carbon dioxide. So kapag kasi meron tayong incomplete combustion, ibig sabihin yan, incomplete combustion occurs when the supply of oxygen is limited or insufficient. So nagkakaroon tayo ng incomplete combustion kapag yung supply ng ating oxygen ay kulang. So ano mangyayari kapag kulang yung ating supply ng oxygen? So this process releases undesirable and dangerous byproduct. So nagiging dangerous yung nagiging product of combustion natin. So for example, we are oxidizing carbon. But then, nagkulang yung ating oxygen. So we have one half molecule of oxygen. So our product of combustion will be CO. So ano ba yung CO natin? That is carbon monoxide. And as we know, carbon monoxide is a dangerous byproduct of combustion. So this is dangerous in health and our environment. So that is the main difference ng ating complete combustion and incomplete combustion. So if we have a complete combustion, magiging carbon dioxide yung magiging ating product of combustion. But then, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng incomplete combustion, nagkakameron tayo ng undesirable and dangerous byproducts. So kaya naman, we should know the combustion chemistry natin. So the following, yung mga papakita nating equation, is the basic stoichiometry of combustion. So which is the chemical recipe used to calculate the mass of reactants and products in a reaction. So ano ba yung goal nito? Bakit inaalam natin yung chemistry ng combustion? So yung main goal natin is to the main goal of this calculation is to find one key number. Ano yun? Kailangan nating malaman gaano karami or how many kilograms of oxygen are needed to completely burn 1 kilogram of a specific fuel element. Yun. So, kailangan nating malaman itong ating combustion chemistry para malaman natin yung ating tamang amount ng oxygen na kukunin natin papunta sa ating engine, papunta sa ating boiler, papunta sa furnace natin para ma-burn completely or magkameron tayo ng complete combustion ng ating fuel so that maiwasan natin yung ating incomplete combustion. So this is crucial for engineering as it allows us to determine the theoretical air-fuel ratio needed to design an efficient engine, boiler, or furnace. So after nito, after nating malaman yung ating combustion chemistry or our combustion equation, we are going to have our theoretical air-fuel ratio which will be our basis kung gaano ba dapat kadaming air and gaano kadaming fuel yung ating ilalagay sa ating engine, sa ating boiler or sa furnace natin para magkameron tayo ng efficient process, para magkameron tayo ng complete combustion. Okay? So, now, we should learn or kailangan sa ulo natin and aware tayo, familiar tayo with the constant na ginagamit natin. So, ang kailangan nating malaman with the calculation or with the combustion equations natin is our molar mass. So yung ating common elements of combustion, so again, we are talking about hydrocarbons. So again, yung fuels natin, yung hydrocarbon fuels natin is composed of carbon and hydrogen. So for so this will be our components ng fuel. And then yung nitrogen and oxygen natin, this is our air. Or yung component ng ating air. Yung sulfur naman natin, gagamitin natin yan later kapag ang ating sinosolve na is mga solid fuels natin. So, ang kailangan nating malaman is the mass natin or the molar mass natin. So, for hydrogen, our hydrogen, that is 1. And that is in gram per mole. This is in gram per mole, yung ating molar mass. Pag naman carbon, yung ating element, or the element natin is carbon, ang ating molar mass is 12 grams per mole. For nitrogen naman natin, we have 14. For oxygen natin, we have 16. And then sulfur natin is 32. So, sige, start na tayo with our attendance pala. If we are talking about nitrogen gas, ano nga yung ating chemical formula kapag ka nitrogen gas or ilang atoms ng nitrogen ang meron dapat tayo kapag ka sinabi nating nitrogen gas? Since we are talking about gas dahil air yung ating ginagamit. Miranda? Nandito ba?
2 po.
2. Okay, so we have N2 kapag ka nitrogen gas. So ngayon, what will be our molar mass kapag ka nitrogen gas?
$28 po.
We have 28. Kasi, ang nitrogen natin, single nitrogen atom natin is 14. So if we have 2 nitrogen atom, we are going to multiply it by 2. So kapag ka sinabi nating nitrogen gas, our molar mass is 28 gram per mole. Okay, how about kapag ka oxygen? Pag oxygen gas natin, Dubria? Dubria, nandito ba?
Ano po, 16 po, sir.
I mean kapag oxygen gas, ilang atoms of oxygen? We have, pag sinabi nating oxygen gas ay
32 po.
O2. So therefore, ang molar mass natin ng ating oxygen gas is 16 times 2, which is equals to 32 gram per mole. Okay, so are we clear with this? Ng ating molar mass ng different element crucial in our calculation of our combustion equation. Okay, so start tayo with the oxidation ng carbon. So if we are going to oxidize carbon, ano ba yung ating magiging product? So oxidation ng carbon natin, we have our carbon dioxide as our product of combustion. So yan, pinakita na naman natin kanina yung equation. We have 1 atom ng carbon plus 1 molecule of oxygen gas. So molecule of oxygen gas kasi that is O2. And then that will yields to carbon dioxide. So molar mass natin ng carbon, that is 12. So that will be 12 kilogram. Ito is in terms of kilogram. So that is, again, yung atin namang molar mass, it can be represented as kilogram per kilomole. And so we have 12 kilogram ang molar mass natin of carbon, and then 32 yung ating oxygen. So that will yields to the molar mass ng ating carbon dioxide is 44. So this just isolates the most important part ng ating ratio of oxygen and carbon, wherein we can see that in every 1 kilogram ng carbon, we need 8/3 kilogram of oxygen. Okay, so for us to have a complete combustion, every kilogram ng carbon, every 1 kilogram ng carbon, kailangan natin ng 8/3 kilogram of oxygen. So kapag ka naman nagkaroon tayo ng oxidation of hydrogen or yung combustion naman ng ating hydrogen, so bini-breakdown lang natin yung ating mga elements, yung mga elements natin ng fuel. So ngayon, pag nag-oxidize tayo ng hydrogen, ang magiging product natin is water. Water ang magiging product natin. So ngayon, if we have a hydrogen atom, hydrogen gas, and then our oxygen, so para magkaroon tayo ng H2O, we just need 1/2 of oxygen para magkameron tayo ng water as the product of combustion. So ngayon, with that, we can say that in every 8, we need 8 kilogram of oxygen to burn 1 kilogram of hydrogen natin. So the same with our sulfur, the same din naman yung process na ginawa. Okay, so let's proceed now with the combustion natin ng hydrocarbon fuel. So since this is our main discussion for today. So again, our hydrocarbon fuels consist mainly of combustible elements which are carbon natin and hydrogen. So yung chemical formula of our hydrocarbon is CmHm, wherein yung subscript natin ng N and M depends on the carbon family natin. So ito, ipapakita ko muna sa inyo yung mga combustion formulas natin or the combustion of hydrocarbon formulas natin. So una, we have our air-fuel ratio. So again, our air-fuel ratio is the most important thing kasi by having our air-fuel ratio, malalaman natin gaano ba kadami yung required air natin for a certain amount of fuel. So ang ating formula for our air-fuel ratio by volume is equals to our air-fuel ratio by mole. So that will be equals to the number of mole of air over the number of moles of fuel. So for mass naman, in terms of mass, that is mass of air over mass of fuel. So if you are going to have the final our final equation or final formula para makuha natin yung ating air-fuel ratio, we have our Na. So this is the number of moles ng air multiplied by the molar weight ng ating air over yung ating number of moles ng fuel times the molar weight of our fuel. So later, pag nag-solve na tayo ng sample problem, mas madali natin maintindihan itong ating air-fuel ratio. Okay, so mag-proceed na tayo with the combustion natin. So unahin natin yung ating theoretical combustion. So again, pag sinabi natin theoretical, that is ideal. Ideal lang to. So hindi ito yung ating pinaka-actual na nagiging combustion, but then crucial pa din yung pagkakaroon natin ng ideal combustion kasi that will be our then tayo magbi-base ng mga pwedeng na pinaka-ideal na mangyayari sa ating combustion. So unahin natin is the combustion natin ng hydrocarbon fuels with theoretical air. So again, this is theoretical air yung gagamitin natin. So unahin muna natin before we proceed with this combustion equation is ano ba yung ating basic or the typical natin na combustion equation. So again, this is our combustion equation lagi. Our fuel plus our air will yields to our products of combustion. Ano? So we have fuel plus air is the product of combustion. Okay? So ngayon, ano naman yung ating magiging combustion equation kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin is theoretical air? So you need to take note, alalahanin sa uluhin itong ating formula of our combustion or the combustion equation natin. So we have here our fuel. So this is our fuel. We have this our air. So ang air natin, again, that is our oxygen and nitrogen. And bakit yan nagka 3.76? Kasi in every one atom of oxygen, we need 3.7, we have 3.76 atom of nitrogen. Ano? And then this is our product of combustion. So bakit ito yung naging product of combustion natin? Combustion natin or the oxidizing of carbon natin will result to carbon dioxide. Okay. May question ba? May nag-on mic ata? Wala naman. Okay. So, balik tayo. And then, oxidizing naman or combustion natin ng hydrogen, ang magiging product of combustion natin is water. While sabi natin, yung atin namang N2, yung ating nitrogen gas, it will not react with our combustion process. It will not react with our fuel. That's why, kasama pa din sa product of combustion natin yung ating nitrogen. And then, ano yung ating nandito na A, B, C, and D? Our A, B, C, and D, these are, itong ating A, B, C, and D, gagamitin natin yan para i-balance yung ating equation. So, ginagamit yan para ma-balance yung ating combustion equation. Pero, may formula tayo for A. Itong A lang yung may formula natin. So, our A is equals to N plus M over 4. So, ano yung N natin? Ito yung subscript ng carbon. Yung M natin, that is our subscript ng ating hydrogen. Okay, so pa-take note ng ating formula kasi gagamitin natin to. Ayan, so let's have this sample problem number 1. Okay, so by the way, after the end ng ating class, you are going to pass yung ating, mga sample problem natin. So sabayan nyo ako mag-solve para mamaya ayusin nyo na lang yung inyong naging solution dyan sa inyong mga upuan. So, sabay-sabay tayo mag-solve kasi mamaya ipapasa nyo yung ating mga sample problem na sasagutan sa ating Google Classroom. And that will serve as your attendance. Okay? Ayan. So, let's have the sample problem number 1. So, sabi dyan, hexadecane fuel is burned with 100% theoretical air. So, yun. This is the combustion with our theoretical air. So, we are going to determine the theoretical air-fuel ratio and the combustion equation. Ayan. So, paano natin tayo magsusolve? Paano natin kukunin yung ating air-fuel ratio and our product of combustion or our combustion equation? Okay, so unahin natin is our fuel. So, ano ba yung fuel natin? We have hexadecane. Ayan. So, yung hexadecane, ano yung kanyang category ng fuel? Is it alkane, alkenes, or alkynes? Mendoza, Brent?
Alkanes po, sir.
So, this is alkane. Ano yung formula or the general equation natin for our alkenes? Mendoza.
Ano po? CN H2N plus 2 po.
Plus 2. Okay. So next natin, ano yung ating number of carbon atoms? Meron tayong prefix dito na hexadec. So ano yung ating number of carbon atoms? Resinto?
6 po, sir.
6? Sure. Hexadec ha. Hexadec. So, pakitingnan yung ating table na binigay ko sa inyo last time. Ano pag sinabi nating hexadec?
16 po.
We have 16. So 16 yung ating number of carbon. So what will be our chemical formula? Magyawe?
16 plus.
Ano yun?
C16 is
C16 H2
H ano?
H12
So
po.
16 times 2 plus 2. Diba? Ito yung ating equation. So C16 H ano?
34 po pala.
34. So we have C16H34. So nakuha na natin ngayon yung ating chemical formula ng ating fuel. So what will be our next step? We are going to get yung ating combustion equation at 100% theoretical air. At ito yung ating binigay kanina. Itong equation na to. So we have our CnHm plus A and then oxygen plus 3.76 natin ng nitrogen. And then that will yield to our product of combustion. Wherein that those are carbon dioxide. We have our water. And then we have our nitrogen gas. Okay? So ngayon, unahin natin yung ating input. So ang input natin, again, that is our fuel and our air. So unahin natin tong ating side na to. So for our input, we have Cn. So nakuha na naman natin yung ating chemical formula ng fuel natin. That is C16H34. And then, ano yung ating value ng A dito? So again, yung formula natin for A is N plus M over 4. So what will be our value ng A? Rehuso.
Sure, wait lang po.
Para makita nyo doon ang visualize ko dito.
24.5 po.
We have 24.5. Excuse me. So we have 24.5 times O2 plus 3.76 N2. So what will be now our general what will be now our final input or input natin ng ating combustion equation? Hatulan. So that will be C16H34 plus. Pasimplify lang ng ating input.
24.5 O2 plus 92.12 N2.
92.12 N2. Okay, so this is now, ito na ngayon yung ating input. Ito na yung magiging input ng ating combustion equation. So ngayon, kunin natin yung ating number of moles ng ating different elements. So we have our carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and the nitrogen gas. So kaya ko to inento na kasi kung ano naman yung pumasok na nitrogen, yun din naman yung lalabas na nitrogen. Hindi naman yan magkakaroon ng ibang reaction. So for this, let's have si bronze. Ilang carbons natin ng carbon?
16 po.
Ilang moles tayo ng carbon? We have 16 moles of carbon. How about the hydrogen? Bronze.
Ay, 34 po.
We have 34. How about oxygen?
49 po.
We have 49. So lagi take note nyo lagi ha yung ating subscript, no? So lagi nyo siyang i-consider. So since may 2 yan, that will be 24.5 times 2. Kaya naging 49. And then for our N2, that is 92.12. Ayan. So we are now done with our input. So ngayon, ang gagawin naman natin is to have our product of combustion. So again, yung ating formula for our product of combustion is our carbon dioxide plus our water and then our nitrogen gas. So we are going to balance our equation. So ano kaya magiging value ng ating B, C, and D? So for our letter B, ano kaya magiging value niya? Martinez. So isa lang naman yung carbon dito sa ating equation na to. And then may value tayo ng carbon. So what will be the value ng ating B?
16 po, sir.
So we have 16. How about yung ating C? Kalaw. So we have H dito. Ito lang naman ang H dito. And then may value tayo ng H dito.
17 po, sir.
17. So 17 yan kasi may subscript ulit tayo na to dito. So kung 34 yung hydrogen sa kabila, that will be 34 divide 2. Kaya naging 17. And then yung atin namang D, that is just the same, 92.12. So ngayon, ang magiging equation natin for the product of combustion natin will be 16 CO2 plus 17 H2O plus 92.12 N2. So let's try kung magbabalance yung ating dalawang equation, yung ating input at yung ating product of combustion. So identify nga natin yung ating number of moles ng carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen gas. So ilang carbon atoms ang nandito? Orozco?
Again po, sir.
Ang carbon, number of moles natin ng carbon in this product of combustion.
16.
You have 16. How about hydrogen? Ikaw pa din, Orozco.
34.
We have 34. And yung oxygen natin, ilan?
49.
Okay, so kaya siya naging 49 kasi una, dito sa ating carbon dioxide, we have 16 times 2. So that is 32. And then, plus yung ating oxygen dito sa water natin, so that is 17. That's why naging 49 ito. Okay? So, yung ating namang nitrogen, that is simply 92.12. Okay? So, nakuha natin yung number of moles sa ating product of combustion at kinuha natin kanina yung ating number of moles sa ating input. Nag-balance ba yung ating dalawang equation? Okay? Nag-balance, di ba? Since balance, nakuha na natin ang ating combustion equation. So, our final combustion equation will be C16H34 plus 24.5 oxygen plus yung ating nitrogen na 92.12 nitrogen. So this will be our input and the product of combustion will be 16 carbon dioxide plus 17 H2O or water plus 92.2 nitrogen. So this is now our combustion equation. So nakuha na natin yung isang required. May isa pang required tayo dito. Sabi dyan, kukunin natin yung ating theoretical air-fuel ratio. So kanina, we have identified yung formula natin nakuha natin, we identified yung ating formula para sa ating air-fuel ratio to be equals to our number of moles ng ating air multiply by the molar weight ng ating air over the number of moles ng ating fuel times the molar weight ng ating fuel. So, paano natin siya isosolve? Unahin natin yung ating air. So, ano ba yung air natin dyan? We have our oxygen and our nitrogen. So, for our nitrogen, for our oxygen muna, we have 24.5 moles of oxygen. So, ano yung molar weight natin ng oxygen? Oxygen gas, O2. Bayeta. Ano yung in-identify natin kaninang molar weight ng oxygen?
32 po ba?
We have 32. Kasi O2 yan, di ba? So, pag oxygen lang, that is 16. So, we have 32 grams per mole. And then, plus yung ating nitrogen. So, yung nitrogen natin is 92.12. So, we have 92.12 excuse me, 92.12 mole of nitrogen. And what is our molar weight ng nitrogen? Amparado.
$28.
We have 28 gram per mole. So, makakansela naman dyan yung mole, di ba? Okay, so how about our fuel? So, we have 16 moles of carbon. So, we have 16. So, ano ang molar weight natin ng carbon? Ilagan, Mar Francis. We have 12. We have 12 grams per mole. Plus, yung ating hydrogen is 34. So, that is 34 mole of hydrogen, and that is 1 gram per mole kapag ka-hydrogen. Okay, so what will be the value ng ating air-fuel ratio? Paki-compute naman, umali.
Sir, wait lang. Sir, ang nakuha ko po ay 14.88212389 po.
88212
389 po.
389. And that is gram of air per grams of fuel. But then, let's make it in terms of kilogram. So, pag naman ginawa natin yung in terms of kilogram, diba, that is times 1,000 times 1,000 lang naman. So, makakancel lang din naman yan. So, we are going to have 14.88212 212,389 kilogram of air per kilogram of fuel. So, ano sinasabi nito? We need 14.88212,389 or 14.88 or almost 15 na, di ba? Pag ni-round off natin. Kilogram ng ating air para ma-burn completely or magkameron ng complete combustion ang ating 1 kilogram of fuel. Okay, so with that, naintindihan ba yung ating sample problem number 1? That is for 100% theoretical air natin. Okay, so proceed tayo with our next example. So sabi dito, fuel is burned with 100% theoretical air. So applicable pa din yung ating combustion equation. And the combustion characteristic of the fuel is similar to Dodecane. So we are going to determine the volumetric analysis ng product of combustion. Product of a combustion. And also the dew point of the products if the pressure is 101 kPa. So ito naman, pag-aaralan pa din naman natin to in the future. So wag muna natin itong kunin. Focus muna tayo with our combustion equation. Okay, so our fuel is Dodecane. So, yung Dodecane natin, ano yung kanyang category? Devilla.
Alkane po, sir.
That is alkane. And what will be our general formula?
Ang general formula po ay C2
Hindi, general
CN.
formula lang. CN
CnH2n plus 2 po.
plus 2. Okay, and ano yung ating number of carbons? Leones?
12 po, sir.
Of carbon atoms natin is 12 kasi that is dodec. Ano? So what will now be our chemical formula? For the chemical formula, Magnaye, Francis.
C12H26 po.
We have C12H26. Ayan. So again, this is 100% theoretical air. So ang gagamitin pa din nating combustion equation is yung pinresent kanina. So we have CnHm plus A oxygen plus 3.76 nitrogen, and then our product of combustion is carbon dioxide plus water plus our nitrogen gas. Okay, so unahin ulit natin yung ating input. So for our input, we have C12H26 plus what will be the value ng A natin? Lim?
Wait lang po, sir.
Okay.
$18.5 po.
We have 18.5 yung A natin. So we have 18.502 plus 3.76 N2. So what will be now our final equation for the input? Koliyat?
Ano po, sir? C12H26. 8 plus 18.5 oxygen po, O2. Plus 69.56 pong N2.
N2. So this will now be our input input ng ating combustion equation. So ngayon, identify natin naman yung ating number of moles ng each element natin. So we have our carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and the nitrogen gas. Okay, paki-identify nga. Liwanag. Ilang moles kaya ng carbon?
12 moles po sa carbon.
So we have 12 moles. How about the hydrogen?
26 po.
26. For the oxygen?
37 po.
37. 18.5 times 2 yun. And then for our nitrogen, that is 69.56. So ngayon, punta na tayo with our product of combustion. So ano yung ating product of combustion na equation? We have B CO2 plus C H2O plus V N2. So what will be the value kaya ng ating B? Santos?
Sir, ang value po natin ng B ay 12 po.
We have 12. How about our C?
Ang C po natin ay 13 po.
We have 13. 26 divided 2. And then our D ay 69.56 pa din. Okay? So our product of combustion will now be 12 CO2 plus 13 H2O plus 69.56 N2. Ayan. So let's try nga kung magbabalance yung ating input sa ating product of combustion. So ilang kaya yung number natin ng carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and we have our nitrogen. Ariola. So ilan yung ating mole of carbon?
12 po.
We have 12. How about the hydrogen?
37 po.
We have 37.
26 po.
26. How about the oxygen natin?
37 po.
Ito yung 37 natin. Kasi we have 12 times 2 dito. So that will be 24 plus 13. So that will be equals to 37. How about yung nitrogen naman natin? That is simply 69.56. So nag-balance ba yung ating yung ating input at saka yung product of combustion? Okay, so balance naman siya. So we now have our combustion equation. So our combustion equation for that Dodecane, natin at 100% theoretical air is C12H26 plus 18.5 oxygen plus 69.56 nitrogen will yield to our combustion product, which is 12 CO2 plus 13 water plus 69.56 nitrogen. So this will now be our combustion equation. So pero ang hinahanap sa atin is the volumetric analysis. So pag sinabi natin volumetric analysis, hahanapin natin ilang proportion ng ating bawat product of combustion. So ano ba yung mga product natin ng combustion? So again, we have our carbon dioxide, we have our water, and we have our nitrogen. So yung ating carbon dioxide, we have 12 molecules of carbon dioxide. For water natin, we have 13. And then, we have 69.56 nitrogen. So, itotal lang natin to. So, pakitotal nga ako. Dexter, sa Dexter, sa
Bale po sir, ang nakuha po ay 94.56.
0.56.
Opo.
Okay. And next, natotal na natin para makuha natin yung ating volumetric analysis. So for our CO2 or the carbon dioxide, that is equals to 12 over 94.56. And gawin natin siyang percent na. So makuha niyo na naman yung sagot dito. For the water natin, that will be 13 over 94.56 times 100%. And then for our nitrogen, that is 69.56 over 94.56 times 100%. Okay, so you can already get this naman, yung mga answer dito. So pakisolve na lang and include na lang dun sa inyong solution na ipapasa mamaya. So that will be for our sample problem number 2. So nakuha ba yung ating sample problem 2? Okay, so parang madali lang naman yung pagkuha natin ng ating combustion equation. Do you have any question? Wala pa namang question? Okay, so if you don't have any other question, punta naman tayo sa next combustion natin. So ngayon naman, we are going to discuss yung combustion ng ating hydrocarbon fuels with excess air. So hindi na we are not dealing already with the theoretical air natin. Kasi pag naman kumukuha tayo ng air, 'di ba hindi naman may iwasan that we are going to have more than enough amount of water of air natin. So we are going to have excess air natin. So ano ba yung ating excess air? It is the amount of air in excess of the theoretical air required to influence our complete combustion. So ngayon naman, magkakaroon pa din tayo ng combustion. Kaso anong mangyayari kapag may excess air tayo? Madadagdagan yung ating product of combustion. So yung product of combustion natin, since hindi lahat ng oxygen will react with our fuel, yung ating product of combustion magkakameron ng oxygen gas. So mag-mix yung ating oxygen gas sa ating product of combustion. So sabi nga dyan, with the excess air, O2 is present in the products. So excess air is usually expressed as the percentage of the theoretical air natin, but in actual combustion, although there is an amount of excess air, the presence of carbon monoxide and other emission gases in the product cannot be avoided. So we're dealing naman with calculations lang muna. So we are going to neglect those factors muna. Ang i-analyze natin is yung ating equation mamaya. And then, sabi dyan, the excess air is usually expressed as the percentage of the theoretical air if the combustion is achieved with excess air being the excess. So there will be oxygen gas in the product natin. So pag sinabi natin meron tayong 20% excess air, meaning we have 120% theoretical air. So, ano ang kaibahan ng magiging equation natin kapag meron tayong combustion with excess air? So, madadagdagan yung ating formula, syempre. Kasi hindi na 100% theoretical air. Meron na tayong excess air. So, we're going to have CnHm plus our A times 1 plus percent excess. So, our percent excess, for example nga daw, we have 20% excess air. So, that will be 1 plus 0.2. So, ito yung ating isa-substitute dito sa part na to. Kapag ka sinabi na 20% excess air. And then, the same pa din naman, O2 plus 3.76 N2. And that will yields to our carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen gas, at syempre, sabi nga natin, since may excess air dyan, magkakameron tayo ng oxygen sa ating product of combustion. Okay, naintindihan ba yung ating gagamiting equation? Combustion equation? Yan. So, itry natin sa sample problem kung paano natin to sinosolve. Ayan, so let's have here our sample problem 3. We have our fuel is burned with 150% theoretical air. So, that is 150, meaning meron na tayong excess air dyan. And the combustion characteristic of the fuel oil are similar to Dodecane. So, we're going to determine the volumetric analysis of the product of a combustion, and also, so ito, neglect muna natin tong part na to kasi sa dulo pa naman natin ito pag-aaralan. Okay, so our fuel is Dodecane. So, same lang doon sa ginamit natin sa ating problem number 2. So, again, ano nga yung ating chemical formula for Dodecane? Eduardo?
Yung general po, sir.
Yung chemical formula, kasi na-solve na natin kanina.
Bale, ang chemical formula po lang Dodecane ay C12H26.
H26. Okay? And next, meron na naman tayong chemical formula ng ating fuel, kaya pwede na tayong mag-proceed with our combustion equation. So again, yung combustion equation natin, given that we have excess air, that will be CnHm plus A times our excess air. So 1 plus percent excess times oxygen plus 3.76 nitrogen, and that will yield to the product of combustion natin, which is our carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen gas, and then may kakameron tayo ng oxygen sa ating product of combustion. So again, unahin natin yung ating input. So, meron na naman tayong chemical formula for our fuel. So, that is C12H26 plus what will be the value of our A? Dakayana? Ano yun? Ano yung value natin ng A?
18.5 pa din po.
18.5. We have 18.5 times 1 plus our percent excess is 0.5 kasi that is 150%. And then we have O2 plus 3.76 N2. So what will be our simplified input equation? Agbing
Bale, ano po, C12H26 plus 18.5. Wait lang po, kakalgayin ko lang.
Hindi.
So more on, parang medyo yung ating gagawin, yung ating content kasi within a physical model.
27.75.
We have 27.75 O2 plus
O2 po. Plus
So yung ating po kasi prototype is usually physical model. Kung yung mga idea,
69.56 and
ginagawa tayo ng ganun.
69.56.
Po.
56.
And then
And
from
two.
the rapid prototyping, so this aims to develop learning experiences in a continual design evaluation cycle.
Santos, ano yun?
The life of the project.
Sir, hindi po ba mag-multiply din po ng 1.5 sa nitrogen gas po?
Ano yun? Wait lang.
Meron din po 1.5 na kasama po din sa nitrogen gas.
Meron din. Hindi ba ito na-multiply? Pa-multiply naman ng 1.5 din. Kasi di ba that will be 18.5 times 1.5 times 3.76. 104.34. We have 104.34.
Gumagana pa rin yung mismo makapit. Unless, nire-record na mismo yung application or yung developer.
Okay. So, let's have our number of moles ng ating input. So, how about we have carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and our nitrogen. So, paki-identify nga. Gonzales, Eric. So, for our carbon,
Yung carbon po is 12. H po is 26.
12, 26,
Yung oxygen po ay
And yun lang po yung ating about sa prototype. So, may you have any questions?
ay 55.5 po.
we have 55.5, and the nitrogen natin is 104.34. Okay? So, we're done with our input. Nakuha na natin yung ating equation for our input. So, let's have naman our product of combustion. So, for our product of combustion, again, yung ating equation will be BCO2 plus CH2O plus DN2 plus G.
Within the week.
So, what will be the value ng ating B? Cleofe?
12 po, sir.
Ay, within the week.
We have 12. How about our C? Patulay? Patulay?
Wait lang po, sir.
Okay.
Any question?
13 po.
We have 13. So that is 26 divide 2 dito. So what our D equals lang naman to 104.34. How about the G? What will be the value of G natin? Gahiran?
Sir, compute ko lang po. Wait lang po.
Okay, sige.
So,
Doon ba?
so by Friday, guys, pwede kayo mag-start ng everything. From your research to your prototype. So,
Sir, ano po? 37 po.
mga gagawin.
Sige nga, try natin for our G. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is to have yung ating target na moles of oxygen. So, for oxygen, dapat that is equals to 55.5, di ba? So, una natin, i-minus natin yung oxygen dito sa carbon dioxide. So we have our B times 2. So that is 24. Ang B natin is 12. Then times 2. Kasi O2 to. And then, dito naman sa pangalawa, we have C. Ang C natin is 13. So we have minus 13 pa. So ano yung ating, ano makukuha dito? 55.5 minus 24 minus 13.
Ano po, sir? 18.5 po.
We have 18.5. But then, yung ating nandito is O2. Hindi naman yan oxygen. So we are going to have, para sa G natin, is 18.5 over 2. So ano yung answer natin for G?
Any questions?
That is 9.25. Tama? Ayan. So nakuha ba kung paano natin kinuha yung G? So again, meron kasi tayo dyang tatlo na oxygen. Kaya kailangan nating i-consider lahat ng yan. Ano? Kaya ima-minus natin yung oxygen dito para mag-balance yung ating oxygen sa dulo. Okay? So let's have our equation for our product of combustion. So we have 12 CO2 plus 13 H2O plus 104.34 N2, and then we have 9.25 oxygen. So let's have the balance. Tingnan natin kung balance yung ating number of moles. So paki-identify nga ng ating mga number of moles. Manalo, Jonas. So for carbon, ilan yan?
12 po.
So we have 12.
For
How about the
hydrogen po,
hydrogen?
26 po.
26. For our oxygen,
55.5 po.
so we have 55.5. So I will just be showing kung paano nakuha na. So for our carbon dioxide, that is 12 times 2. So that is 24. And then we have 13 dito. So 13, then 1 naman to, diba? So that is 13 plus 9.25 times 2. So that is equals to 55.5. And then for our nitrogen, that is 104.34. 104.34. Okay, so with that, di ba? Balance na yung ating combustion equation. So this will be our kompleto naman, di ba? 12, 26, 55.5, and 100.34. So balance na yung ating equation. Therefore, we already have our combustion equation. So our combustion equation for this item is C12H26 plus 27.75 oxygen plus 104.34 N2, and our product of combustion is 12 CO2 plus 13 H2O plus 104.34 nitrogen plus 9.25 oxygen. So this is our combustion equation. And then, ano yung hinahanap natin? We have the volumetric analysis ng product of combustion. So gagawin lang yung katulad ng ating nasa problem number 2 natin. So kunin lang yung ating carbon dioxide, our water, we have the nitrogen, and nadagdag yung ating oxygen sa product ng combustion. Okay, so I think kaya nyo na naman gawin to dahil similar lang ito na ginawa din sa ating number 2. Okay, so naintindihan ba yung ating discussion for today? So na-discuss natin is the combustion of our hydrocarbon fuels with theoretical air at saka with excess air. Ano? So do you have any question? Any concern? So importante na naman dyan, you know our combustion equation. Itong ating mga combustion equation. Ano pang importante dyan? Dapat maalam kayo ng naming ng ating fuel. So dapat sa ulo nyo, alam nyo yung mga prefix natin, ha? And also, dapat yung mga formulas natin kasama yung ating air fuel ratio. Okay, so do you have any question? May tanong pa ba before we end the class? Santos?
Sir, sa problems po ba ay pwede rin pong magbigay na pure oxygen po or pure nitrogen?
Hindi. Kasi we are dealing with air. Air mismo yung ginagamit natin. Or pwede din naman siguro if sinabi sa problem na pure oxygen yung ating gagamitin. But in reality naman, ang ginagamit naman talaga natin to oxidize our fuel is yung air natin. Okay, any other questions? Gahiran?
Sir, pwede po ulit pa... Ay, sorry po, sir. Sir, pwede po ulit patingin nung pinaka-last page po na may solution po.
Yung problem 3 natin?
Opo, sir.
Ano?
Yan, okay na po pala, sir. Thank you po.
Okay na. Okay, so for tomorrow, magsagot na lang din we're going to discuss naman yung natitira pa na 3. So we have combustion of hydrocarbon fuels kapag ka naman insufficient yung air natin at saka yung remaining 2 pa. Yan. So siguro magpa-board work na lang din tayo during those times para I can also assess your mastery ng ating discussion about combustion ng ating hydrocarbon fuels. Okay, so again, for your attendance naman, okay, may question, Divilia?
Sir, pasensya na po. Patingin din po nung last page po ng problem 2 po.
Problem 2?
Apo, sir.
Problem
yung sa
2.
formula lang. Ayan, apo. Thank you po, sir. Isi-screenshot ko lang po.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Ayan. Okay. As I have mentioned, your attendance for today will be yung ating sample problem 1, 2, 3. You're going to resolve that and you're going to pass sa ating Google Classroom. Okay. Any other concerns? Kalaw?
Yung sa last page po ng problem 1 po, pwede din po kaya makita po. Thank you po.
Wait lang. Problem 1 natin. Ito ba?
Yes po, sir. Thank you.
Okay na? Any other concerns?
Okay na po. Thank you po.
Okay. So, sige. Kung Agbing, ano yun?
Sir, anong oras po ng due date mamaya?
Ano naman? 11:59.
Thank you po.
Okay. Sige, if you don't have any other question, meron pa? Miranda?
Sir, yung sa may hydrogen po, hindi po talaga itatimes yun sa 2. Hindi po gagawing H2.
Kasi, ang ginamit natin dito, pakita ko lang kung bakit hindi siya tinimes sa 2, yung hydrogen. Yun ba yung question mo?
Yes po, kasi yung dati pong natin sa molecular weight, naka-H2.
Tulad nito. Kasi yung 2 natin, that is for hydrogen gas natin, H2. Pero ang kino-consider kasi natin dito is only, saan ba? So dito, ang wait lang, dito ba yun? Yan, kaya naging 1 kasi 34 yung ginamit natin sa hydrogen. So kung titingnan natin yung hydrogen natin dito, that is H34. So pwede naman gawin natin yung 34 divide 2 para maging, ano ba ang 34 divide 2? That is 17. So kapag ang ginawa mo is 17 mole of H2, therefore it will become 2 gram per mole. So same pa din naman yung ating magiging sagot dyan. So, pag hydrogen 1, pag H2, that is 2. Okay, so any method naman is pwede. If sanay kayo sa H2, then you can use that. Para lang din kasi yun naman isa pagbabalance nyo pa din. Okay, any other concerns? Wala na? Sige. For our attendance, yung pagpapasa nyo na lang ng ating sample problems. Sige, if you don't have any other concerns or questions, you can already leave our meet. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.